Thank you very much. Welcome, Senator Booker. I'm glad you're here, too. So, do you agree with me that the threats to the nation are pretty severe, and if we shut down the government, that'd be a bad idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does the president intend to extend DACA past March 5th by executive order?
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you think he has the legal authority to do so?
I believe the Attorney General has made it clear that he believes such exercise is unconstitutional. It's for Congress to fix.
So I agree with that. So I just want everybody on this committee to know that I don't believe the president can extend this by executive order and March 5th. A lot of bad things begin to happen, and it seems to me we ought to try to avoid that if we can. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's talk about two Trumps, the Tuesday Trump and the Thursday Trump. Whose idea was it to do the meeting on Tuesday?
As far as I know, it was the president's.
I will say something that some people may not like, but I thought he did a really good job. He talked about comprehensive immigration reform. Do you remember that from Tuesday?
I do remember that being raised,
Is
yes,
he
sir.
still supportive of comprehensive immigration reform?
I believe what he made clear is he's happy to listen to proposals and have the discussion, but there are some immediate needs. I think
Right, I
those
agree with that,
yes,
but
sir.
he said he wanted to do comprehensive.
He said he was open to it, absolutely, yes, sir.
I think he said he wanted to. Do you remember him saying we need to be bipartisan when it comes to immigration reform?
Very important,
Okay, and he still believes that.
yes.
Do you remember him saying the word love?
I don't remember him saying the word love. I remember him saying care. I've heard him use love before, compassion.
Well, we'll get the tape. He said love. We should do this with love. And so what I heard Tuesday was a president who seemed to understand it had to be bipartisan. Phase one is just a down payment. It needs to be comprehensive. We need to go to merit-based immigration. We need to secure our border, and we need to be fair to the illegal immigrants. And we need to emphasize security, but he said love. Thursday, are you aware that the Senator Durbin and the president talked at 10 o'clock around that time Thursday morning?
Only through news reporting after the fact.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact that Dick Durbin called me and said, I had the best conversation ever with the president? We should follow up on it.
I am now.
Okay, so is everybody else. Are you aware of the fact that I said, great, Dick, I'll call the White House and see if we can set up a meeting? You are now.
Yes, sir.
So what happened between 10 and 12?
I don't know, since I didn't know
I don't
any of
either,
that till
and I'm
just
going to find out, and I'm not going to ask you, because between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, we went from having conversations between Senator Durbin, which I believe every word, and the president that was very hopeful, and by the time we got there, something had happened. So Tuesday, we had a president that I was proud to golf with, call my friend, who understood immigration had to be bipartisan. You had to have border security. It's essential you have border security with a wall, but he also understood the idea that we had to do it with compassion. Now, I don't know where that guy went. I want him back. As we go forward, how does this movie end? What's going to happen?
I hope that we can find a legislative package that addresses those four pillars that it appeared to me, all the congressional
Okay,
members.
let's go through those four pillars.
Sure.
Border security. Do you expect that the Democrats will give the president everything he wants for border security in phase one?
No, sir. That's why we took the priorities that he
Right,
issued in the
okay.
fall and we culled them down.
Merit-based immigration. Do you believe we will move to a merit-based immigration system in phase one?
Completely and fully, no.
Okay. Do you agree with me that the reason we want is if the Democrats give us everything we want on border and merit-based immigration and go to nuclear family in terms of future immigration flow, they won't have any leverage when it comes to the rest of the 11 million.
I have not seen any proposal where they give us everything we
Well,
need on
just
border
trust me on
security.
that. I deal with them a lot. They're not. I'm going to tell y'all guys, I'm not going to give the 11 million legal status and hope one day y'all will deal with us on border and merit-based immigration. Do you understand leverage?
Yes, sir.
Do you think the president understands leverage?
Yes, sir.
So here's what I would suggest to you. In phase one, to expect my friends on the other side to go comprehensive for us and DACA for them, it's not going to happen. I'm telling my friends on the other side. DACA and nothing else is not going to happen. The sweet spot is DACA plus, more than the DACA kids, and making down payments on border security, moving slowly but surely toward a merit-based immigration system, to be followed by phase two. Can I describe phase two as I see it?
Yes, sir, please.
Thank you very much. Phase two, as I see it, is we move further toward border security in its full sense, that we begin to find a pathway forward for the 11 million not included in phase one who are not crooks, drug dealers, rapists, felons, which is the overwhelming majority of the 11 million. That once we get a glide path for them, I expect in return that when they're through the system, we'll have a merit-based immigration system based on the economic needs of the country, that will have a secure border, and will increase legal immigration so people in the future don't have to cheat. Does that sound pretty reasonable?
It sounds like a phase two.
Okay. So, I'm going to try to get you through phase one. If the president's watching, I'm still in the phone book. Don't give my number out, but call me. This has turned into a S show, and we need to get back to being a great country where Democrats and Republicans have worked together to do something that we should have done years ago. To the 700,000 young people, some young, some older, we're not going to leave you behind. I don't know how this movie ends, but you're going to be taken care of. To those who want to begin to fix a broken immigration system, you're going to get something too. I don't know how we right the ship. Dr. King said something pretty poignant about us. He said, we came on different ships, we're all in the same boat now. So here's my hope, that we can find through phase one a reasonable down payment on border security, begin to correct some of the problems when it comes to chain migration, deal with the DACA population fairly and with a sense of compassion, and set up phase two. And all I have to say, Madam Secretary, we need your help.
Sir, I've been ready. I've offered to meet with anybody who would like to meet with me to further this discussion. I would like to do it. We need to do it.
I'm going to take you up on that offer. And to the country at large, things are going to get better. It's not going to end this way. The president ran hot. I think I know why. Something happened between Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll get to the bottom of that. And quite frankly, I got pretty passionate, and I ran a little hot too. Somebody needs to fix this problem. Obama couldn't do it, Bush couldn't do it, and both of them, to their great credit, tried. Do you think President Trump can do this?
I think he wants to do it. Yes, sir.
And I think Dick Durbin has been one of the best people you could ever hope to work with, that he's a decent, honest man, a liberal Democrat. Yeah, he said yeah. And I'm a conservative Republican, but on this and other things, we can find a way forward. So, Mr. President, I'm going to end today where I ended Tuesday. Close this deal. Thank you, Madam Secretary.
Thank you, sir, for your leadership on this.
Where I call on Secretary Harris, I would hope Senator
I don't know if
Graham.
that's a demotion or a promotion.
I'm sorry. Before I do that, you don't have to answer this, Senator Graham, but it seems to me that in phase one, we ought at least be able to agree that we should make it easier to remove dangerous criminals in phase one instead of waiting for that. You know, that's just kind of a simple thing.
Yeah,
that's a common sense test. You ask that to any American,
Yeah, I think
and they would say yes.
I think that's a good idea among other good ideas, and I'm glad we're talking about phase one rather than S-holes.
Senator Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.